Black, curved, straight and coloured, she wore her heart on a tattoo sleeve. Her canvas body is her own, a tribute to life and memories, ever-changing yet scarred, past, present and future, a story told on skin, there forever. An ancient art form, a story on mankind's history, tattooing is no longer just for tribal and spiritual reserves. It's here to stay, becoming popular and fashionable. With no sign of leaving, it sticks in today's society. Me and George have come to Life and Times Tattoo Studio in Swinton to find out a little bit about how tattooing is changing as an art form, trend and business. Situated below an old hair salon, you wouldn't expect it to be the busy studio it is. We decided to interview Tom as he's fairly new to the business but is no stranger to tattoos.
Tattoos can pretty much consist of anything nowadays. It doesn't have to be music or patterns or anything like that. You can literally make your favourite thing into a tattoo. I've seen loads of crazy stuff, I've done loads of crazy stuff, from literally a cheeseburger. Like, some dude could get like a slice of pizza on his arm for no particular reason whatsoever, other than the fact that dude wants a slice of pizza on his arm. And that's becoming more of a thing, rather than following rules and getting tribal tattoos because everyone else has got tribal tattoos, or getting black and grey tattoos because everyone else has got black and grey tattoos. People have started to step away from the norm and do what they want to do, which is great because it brings in a lot of crazy work for us. Like, we don't want to be doing the same stuff day in, day out.
Okay, so I haven't been here before, but looking at it so far, pretty happy with it. The place has been recommended through friends, and I can see why. Like, it's pretty simple but pretty nice. So yeah, I'm pretty happy.
So obviously I have a fair few face tattoos. Back in the day, like a long time ago, people will assume face tattoos will have something to do with folks, gangsters, prison, just pretty weird people. But nowadays it's really not. People are a lot more accepting of that as well, amongst the older generation, where they can be quite intimidated with somebody that has a lot of tattoos on show all the time. I am really close with a lot of old people just in my area on their own. They've never spoke to me, but they've seen me, and they've seen me a few times, and they've let on to me, and they know that I'm a decent, honest person.
But prior to coming here, I hadn't actually seen the design, but I sent Tom some reference photos, and he always puts his little spin on the photos that I send him, and I'm always really happy with his artwork. I've been tattooed by him before, so I have faith. I wasn't scared about coming here and not liking his design.
Being a tattooist without using any social media is probably going to be really difficult to do. It has such a reach, literally worldwide. So if I'm thinking about wanting a tattoo of a specific artist, all I'd have to do is type in a keyword, and I'd find like hundreds of people that work in that sort of style. So it's great for customers as well as tattooists. I don't think I'd have half of the clientele I have now if it weren't for social media. Word of mouth is great, especially when you tattoo somebody on the street and they constantly have to tattoo on show. That's great, but as far as posting an image to my Facebook with a couple of thousand friends, which can then soon reach into the multiple thousands, tens of thousands, just from people liking, sharing stuff, really brings in different clientele.
It was really interesting to listen to Tom, and clearly tattoos are something that is increasing in popularity, maybe because of the way social media is influencing people, or it's the artistic freedom people have to choose whatever they want to get on their body for life. Some could even say it's the millennial generation making this increase in popularity. To be sure, we're heading to the Flesh Tattoo Studio in Manchester Centre to chat to Phil Connor. He's been in the business for 15 years, and we wish to find out how tattooing has changed and is still adapting. Phil grew up in the 80s, so he will have a completely different experience to me, George or Tom, and hopefully he will tell us a little about this.
Over the years, things have changed a lot now. It's a lot more mainstream. People are, you can get a job with tattoos, whereas a few years ago he probably didn't, so that's had a big effect on it. And obviously all the media coverage would have changed people's perception of how, when I was a bit younger, a few years ago in the sort of 80s and it just wasn't acceptable, and they were sort of categorised as a certain part of society, whereas now it's not. So.
Would you say a lot of tattoo artists come from like quite an arty background?
They do now. They have to, because it used to be controlled by bikers, but it's not anymore. And when it was controlled by bikers, they dictated who did the tattoos because no one else could do it, otherwise you'd get roughed up. Whereas now, it's different. It's just everywhere, innit? Everyone tattoos. You know what I mean? Massive shops everywhere. So if you're not a good artist, you're not going to survive. Same with social media, I suppose. When I started, I was very traditionally taught, whereas now, this shop's different. It's miles away from the one. I don't mean geographically, from where I've started. You know what I mean? And ultimately, there's a lot more freedom in a shop like this because of the client base to be a bit more creative. Whereas when I was first tattooing, it was a lot more, big dudes coming in and getting tattoos and skulls and shit. There's nothing wrong with skulls, don't get me wrong, you know what I mean? But I think, it was a lot more flash sheet, or we had flash sheets on the wall in the old shop, you know what I mean? So, which is nothing wrong with that, they're cool, but, this is just a different place, you know what I mean? So it's more bespoke.
It has been very interesting to hear from people who work in the industry to find out how it has changed and adapted with the generations who get tattoos. From my understanding, it would seem social media has had a huge influence on the businesses, and it is needed to grow and evolve in this vastly competitive industry. Artistic backgrounds are common among tattoo artists, whereas in the past it seems tattoo artists could have been less qualified as it was more who you knew. It is also interesting to find out that the tattoo industry used to be controlled by bikers throughout the 80s and prior. Overall, we wanted to show that tattoos are no longer for bikers, sailors or thugs, they're for everyone. People's opinions have changed, and for the better.